There we go. We're live again.
All
Back
right,
with Tarot Time.
here we are.
Welcome to Does It Resonate With You Tarot Time. We are really coming to the end of the deck, I think,
Yep.
which is cool because that means we're one step closer to the Fool's Journey, to doing the episode on the Fool's Journey. So I'm
Yep.
excited about that. I am excited about that. And then I'm excited to do an episode about tips and tricks and ideas of ways to sort of work with and memorize the framework. You know,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
gone through the cards,
Yep.
right? And you know, I'd love for our listeners and me included to hear your ideas and your tips on how to you know, because like how like what was it she said on the other episode? The three, was it the three of air, three of
Yeah. Right. Three
something
of
means a
air is
heart
heart
attack?
attack.
How
Yep.
do you know that? You know what I
Memorize.
mean? Like,
Yeah. But how
how do you know?
intuitively, right? What is the link between that card and a health issue?
Right,
Right. Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
So, you know, what would be some tips? And you know, I know you have to figure out how to manage that for yourself, right?
Yep.
You have to create those mnemonics or whatever they might be. But
Exactly.
I think it would be a really excellent episode to do, and we can, you know, really just expand the whole tarot time into that one episode
Yep.
whenever it comes on. Anyway, so since we're coming to the end, I don't know what kind of cards we are getting, but we're down to the Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So Pentacles is coins.
Yep.
That's finances, right?
Finances and also, yeah, physical things.
And for some reason in my head, I'm hearing emotions for cups, but I don't know if
Absolutely.
that's right.
100%
I
spot
got
on.
it. Ah, awesome. Oh,
Well
wow.
done,
Well, I
Angel.
mean, you know, so all right, let's follow this through for just a second.
Sure.
So aces are about like new beginnings, new starts, right?
100%. Yep.
So I mean, emotions can really be surrounding finances, right? There can financial things can be really emotional issues, right? So
True.
maybe and so I don't really know what the page means, but maybe something's coming to an end and now you have a new beginning. Eh,
Okay. Yep. Close.
You know, but
The page is
now I'm going to let you take it over
all
because
right.
you
All right.
know
All right. All right.
I'm
Good.
not the expert on this one.
No, but that's good. We got a good piece of the framework. Pages, by the way, are messengers.
Okay.
And but we'll get to that in a second. So
Okay.
I want to open with the Ace of Cups. We've got a mantra, of course. I'm using the Chris Ann deck, and she has a mantra for each card. The card, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. My heart is open and filled with love. Right. That's the Ace of Cups mantra, and
Oh,
it is. Go ahead.
I just pulled that card for in a reading today.
Oh,
I
sweet.
remember the mantra.
Nice. So the idea though is new connections, new friendships, and seeds of hope and love. And so I like that idea. Like you're what it's the energy is bringing in a new connection, a new friendship, a new person to connect with. So it's all about new beginnings, potential for good solid connections. It's a card that's like opening the heart and the flow of love and compassion and creativity. So there's a really nice, juicy warmth to this card. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck.
Oh, and so I'm gonna just embellish just a little bit because it was in a reading that I did this morning. Which, P.S. to all of you readers who may be listening out there, I was doing a March reading for a client that I work with very regularly, and I often do multi-deck readings, and I had 4 decks. I laid out the cards, I started reading, and I was like, no, this is not working. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened while I was shuffling, if I got distracted or whatever. These cards don't make any sense. So I scrapped the whole thing and started over. So
Yes.
I just want you to know that that happens to all of us,
Yep.
right? And sometimes the cards just don't make sense.
Yep.
Don't beat yourself up. Just say, you know, this I just am not, I'm having trouble picking up what they're putting down. So let's just try it again. And then when we went to the next, when I went to the next layout and I did a similar multi-deck spread, it was so much easier to understand it and to relate to her life and her march and
Yep.
everything else.
100%.
So, and I love the idea that Ace of Cups, all about new beginnings,
Yep.
just new
Yeah.
beginnings and start. Now I forgot what else I was going to say, so I'm just going to give it back to you, John.
Fabulous. So just to recap, the Ace of Cups is new beginnings, new relationships, and really, really deep, deep emotional connections. So the Page of Pentacles. This one, Pentacles, as we mentioned a minute ago, is about manifesting, about things, about finances. And here's what I really like about this card. The character is holding a big pentacle, so there's the money, but then there's a root. There's a root going down. There's a root going down right into the ground, and I just lost the card.
Oh no! Oops.
Let's bring that card back.
We have a jumper, John.
A jumper like none other. Wow. Not only a jumper, it's like leap off the desk
Do
and
you have
crash.
a cat?
No, I wish I could blame it on a cat though. Jeez. I have a clumsy arm. How's that? Point being though that the Page of Pentacles is, I'll read the mantra. I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams. So the idea is head in the clouds and feet on the ground. You have the heart and the hands, right? You've got the dreams, the spiritual and the physical. And bringing those two things together equals opportunity. So it's manifesting, it's skills, it's financial opportunities. The idea of practicality plus being led by spirit. If you can get those, honestly, this card, the Page of Pentacles, this is a prescription for life, right? If you can stay focused, if you can tap into the spiritual energy and then work your life here, if you can do both things well, you've got that's a pretty good prescription for good things coming your way.
Wow.
You know the people that are they're like 100% in the spirit side of things, and they're worthless practically, right? They really can't get anything done.
Yeah. I do have some folks like that in my awareness.
Okay. And on the flip side, there's people that are so motivated and like the to-do list and the schedules and everything's booked and everything's solid, that there's no space in their life at all for anything, for any intuition or spiritual direction. They've got everything booked solid. They don't even have any time or ability to connect to spirit.
Does this actually, I don't know why, but it's kind of, does this actually also in some way speak to those folks who are what we would call, I guess we could even say highly intelligent but have no common sense?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So they have all these things going on in their head. They don't have time to think that, you might want to just hang up the washcloth to dry so
Yeah,
it doesn't get
right,
moldy or
right.
whatever.
Long and short of it is, the card represents having a good meeting of the spiritual and the physical. So they're grounded. They have a grounded approach to life. They're eager to learn, work hard, but they have good spiritual direction.
I love that.
Yep, I do too.
If we could all just have some good spiritual direction.
And then actually do something with it. Yes.
Yes, do something with it. Do something with it.
For sure.
Wow. So, I mean, that it really kind of, this is something I've been working on myself when it comes to finances, is bringing my spiritual knowledge, my work, energy work and my knowledge of energy into the picture. without going fully to the dark side of the feng shui, because that is just way too complicated for me.
Right.
And that is not to say it doesn't work. So all you feng shui lovers out there, I don't want any hate mail. Because I can appreciate it for what it is, the flow of energy.
Yep.
It makes sense to me, but the rule, it's just too much. I'm just not that person. You were describing that person. That's not me. However, with that said, I do have a crystal grid that is meant for financial freedom.
Hmm.
And I've had it for years, and it really works. And it's financial freedom, which is an entirely different thing from, wealth.
Right.
Freedom is, but that works for me,
Yeah.
because
Me
you
too.
you can't jump from, struggling straight to multimillionaire. You got
Right.
to go. You got to take the
It's a
steps.
journey. Yeah.
Right. So this grid that I've got, I think I actually did a video on it on the channel a while back. But anyway, so I have this grid, and it's working, and I'm really liking the way it's working. But now I decided I'm ready and willing to up it a little bit.
Sure.
So I did look in to feng shui. Feng shui is a lot of statues and animals and things like that, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
so for finances, for financial abundance, for abundance, what is one of the feng shui symbols? And it is,
The
I'm gonna
golden pig.
I'm gonna make us equal again.
Yep.
It is a golden, and it's a piggy bank,
Sweet.
right? A
Yep.
golden piggy bank, and I have it now. It belongs in my corner with all my gold. And interestingly enough, because I'm studying with Dougal Fraser, the color, right?
Right.
And gold is all about, spiritual entrepreneurship and being successful and understanding what you want to do and making a real go of it and everything else. It's a little bit too lather, rinse, and repeat for me, but it's okay. I still have the gold pig. So
Indeed.
so I love that you brought up this card at the end. I may very well, because we've talked about this before, because I have that deck, and it is the Light Seers by Chrysan.
Yep.
I may very well find that card, put it on my, what do you call that thing? Printer? Copier?
Yes. Copy the
Make
card.
a copy of it, cut it out, because how I like to cut things with scissors, and put that also underneath my, what do you call it?
Your altar.
These two cards, actually, underneath my, I'm telling you what happened. The energy just went, and I'm done. Put it right on my altar, where I have my financial freedom, where my finance corner.
Sweet.
Which is actually it's a short set of drawers, but it looks like a stack of books. Wicked cool.
That is cool.
Anyway, so I love that, you kind of brought it to an end here, because that would be another really cool topic to talk about on the regular show.
Yeah.
Or even if we expand to tarot time, is like tarot prescriptions.
Yep.
Going through the deck and making yourself a vision board, or
I like
setting
that
up a
idea.
grid of cards, finding your significator and finding cards that represent the energy of what you're trying to bring into your life, and kind of,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's like tarot grids instead of
Right.
crystal grids. How
Right.
cool is that?
Oh man. And you've even named it well. So
Yeah, right.
we're gonna have to do a demonstration.
Yeah, you know what? We could do a workshop.
Okay, I'm in.
Awesome. I mean, that would be a really cool and fun workshop to do, because, okay, well, we don't need to talk about that live on air. We'll talk about that after we get off. But anyway, look for that, folks. John and I are really, looking to shake things up this year, and we're trying to do things a little different. We're having a lot of new guests on.
Yep.
And maybe on the weeks that we don't have a guest, we'll try to come up with some cool segments or something, so that to give you something a little bit to look forward to.
Yeah.
Other than our bright and sunny
beautiful faces.
dispositions. Right, and our beautiful faces, because we know that you love us so much. You love us so much, you're going to reach down right now and hit that subscribe button,
Right.
aren't you? Anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for listening. I hope you got all the way to the end. And we will see you next week for the show about tech and for tarot time with another 2 more. How many cards do we have left? 2 more
We have 4
sets?
cards, so 2 more sessions.
2 more sets. Okay. So 2 more tarot times, and then we'll start talking about the Fool's Journey, which I think is awesome. All right. Thanks, folks. See you all later.